Customers are swooning for this new Brooklyn bookstore, and that is why I am here in Park Slope today to check out the Ripped Bodice. Usually when you hear about these long lines around the corner, this is for some crazy TikTok like pastry or a new gaming console or sneakers. But you have had that here at a bookstore, a brick and mortar bookstore.
It makes me so happy that people are excited for books. We are a brick and mortar independent bookstore that is entirely devoted to the celebration of romance novels. When we opened, we were the first all-romance bookstore in the United States.
Yeah, and this is your second location. So your first is on the West Coast.
Yes.
And you do this with your sister.
Yes. My older sister B and I are lifelong romance readers, and we were sort of talking about how much we love bookstores, especially independent bookstores. But, you know, at that time, they just weren't doing a great job catering to the romance community. And we sort of said, what if there's a bookstore that only sold romance novels? And we said, wow, I think that's actually a really good idea.
It feels like a very safe space, a very inclusive space. So if we were to like break down the categories of romance books, like what would they be?
So romance is a genre, and then within that, there's all these things called subgenres. So we have sort of 4 big categories here, which are contemporary, historical, paranormal, and erotica. And then within those, there's a million more categories. We also carry young adult romance, LGBTQ+ romance, and there's lots of crossovers. So if you want werewolf cowboys, it exists.
We got them. Even just like the side, like right there when you walk in, the Ripped Bodice, a romantic bookstore. Like this is such a feature wall.
The Ripped Bodice comes from the term bodice ripper, which was used in like mainly the 70s and 80s to talk about historical romances, kind of like those really stereotypical ones. And it was honestly like pretty much used in a derogatory way as like a, oh, these like kind of silly things.
Okay.
So we're taking it back.
Love it. How do you make recommendations for people? You know, like say somebody comes in, you know, I'm looking for a juicy read. What questions do you ask?
So the very first question is, what do you like to read? What of the big subgenres are you interested in? Like, are you really into history? Are you really into fantasy?
This title just looks juicy. The Secret Service of Tea and Treason.
So that is historical combined with magic and witchcraft and
fun. Wait, you have like a little book nook too.
Yes.
If there was one thing you would want everyone to know about the Ripped Bodice, what would it be?
We have something for everyone. There is a place for you if it's something that you're interested in, and we would love to have you.
I love it. You are the best. Thank you so much. We're gonna turn the camera off, and can you help me shop?
Yes,
done. Okay.